So let's have a glance at what the instructions were last year. The instructions haven't changed, so none of that matters. No, I'm not asking for extra references. So if you reference just the textbook, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, if you take information from elsewhere, which I don't really have to say at this level, you need to reference it. Please be very careful. If you borrow information from other places, yeah, go for it.
Sorry, that's entrepreneurship that you're showing us.
No, it's been changed. It is the STML paper. Don't worry. Okay. I just used the wrong heading there. It is the STML paper. Yeah. Just to also say, if you are going to use other references, please make sure that at least they're peer reviewed. So you'll see the case studies, and even if you look at this year's case studies, they're very, very comprehensive. I give a lot of information to show how the questions are laid out. That is what you're likely to get. So they look very, very similar to what the assignment questions were. What I try and do when I set these exams is try and make sure that they're not an unpleasant surprise, that they're not a surprise, that you know what to expect. So except for the actual questions, you'll know the format that you'll have to expect. So if we look at this one, it normally talks about the idea of behavior-based outcomes, and then it talks about the specifics. So again, you would search team leadership or team, and that will take you to learning unit. I think it's 4, and then also look for high performance. So again, the key word there I think would be high, and you should pick it up in my slides. And then key in terms of this as well is to make sure that you integrate your theory and your application. So the questions are going to look exactly like this. Again here, we talk about aspects of the management leadership continuum, conundrum, and you'll see what is the difference between management and leadership. And then we look at Mintzberg in terms of those. Yeah, I am talking, Edel. Edel, I am talking. Okay, so yeah, the search here, nothing dramatic. Guys, can I please ask, obviously each of these questions will have, each of the overall questions, let me just see, will have an introduction and a conclusion. But in terms of these, can I please ask that you give me subheadings, things like team leadership in that one, this idea of management versus leadership. Please give me subheadings, because it makes my marking so much easier. I hate looking at a page that appears as if somebody's taken a paint roller and just rolled words onto it. Please also use paragraphs. Please don't give me these page-long paragraphs. I really don't want to try and mark that. It's very difficult to mark. So in terms of this one, yeah, the heading would be that, leadership development, and then you can see the 2 there. And we had discussed mindfulness and experiential learning. To just also remind, my slides are fantastic. The subheadings, Yvonne, will add about what, not more than 10 marks, 20 words to the count, so they're really irrelevant, I don't think. And remember, I mark 10% within, whether it's short or over. Okay. Now you're now being hell of a pedantic, Yvonne. Oh my word! If there was a photo of you right now, I'd point and laugh. Yeah, I'd rather be pedantic. Oh my gosh, I'm so horrible to my students. And then the second one, again, a significant case study. And you'll see there, so strategy and strategic leadership. So the subheading for me would be strategic leadership. And here very clear in terms of what I'm looking for. Authentic leadership. And again, those are the questions. And yeah, you'll see the specifics there. And here, change leadership. Don't be surprised if you see similar questions. The questions, there's only so much I can ask. And that is the end of the paper. Again, this reminder that you need to integrate theoretical as well as your application bits. For me, that is essential. And please make sure that when you integrate theory and application, that you do it in such a way that the application actually makes sense in terms of the theory. Be very careful of not using the wrong application to, or the wrong example to explain a theory, because then I start questioning whether you understand the theory. The rubric looks exactly like that. So you'll see where my focus is. And then what I do is I give you that scoring key. It's a standard scoring key. I don't know what Paula's will look like. And then for question 2, the same thing. And then obviously what I give please make sure that you do that. So introduction and conclusion, and then the writing style, etc. Please don't submit anything unless you've checked it via using Word. Yeah, go for it.
If you look at that rubric now, it says at least 10 quality sources used.
Where did it say that?
Exactly there. Exactly there. You go down the first one, use of source.
No, man, that's, okay, this I just copy from paper to paper. Guys, if you've not used 10 quality sources, I'm not going to worry about it. It's an exam. If you use the textbook, that's fine. If you really want to be clever, and this is now being recorded, just if you are referencing a theory from within the textbook, just go to the index at the back and use that reference instead of using the textbook. That'll give you your 10 easily. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. I've never penalized for that. I really have never penalized for that. Right, and then what I give the markers is this. Oh, sorry, there are no other markers. It's me. Sorry, no one else presents this. And it's an outline of what I expect. It's an outline of what I expect. So there's no dramas or anything with this. I don't think there's any value, but do you want me to give you a copy of this? I don't think there's any value to it. Anyone? Joanne, let me just copy. I'll have to paste it into a blank document because I can't share the password with you guys. And I don't want to go through a process of killing off the password. Oh, come on. Shit, guys, shucks, guys, you're not really allowed to have any memorandums. So let's just hope no one from the IIE checks this out. Guys, I'm not going to share the memorandum. I honestly could get fired for that. Let me rather just kill the memorandum. All I need is for someone to see this. Let me just kill this. Sorry about that. I'm being a bit of a scaredy cat, which I never am, but you can see it's all my slides. Everything from there is from my slides, so it's not as if you don't have the detail. Right, so let me just take this up. Don't worry about those 10 references, guys. Honestly, I really am not going to be very strict on that. It is an exam. Yeah, you see, that's standard, and we're given that as standard. And unfortunately, it's been included. Any questions from your side at this stage? Sorry, the layout is not going to look good. Any concerns, any headaches? Everyone is very quiet. Yvonne, I would already, if it's on Monday, I would look at 10 o'clock on Sunday evening. Truthfully, the thing will actually be available at 10 o'clock. They normally are available, the exams, at 10 o'clock, not 12 o'clock the day before. So, yeah, 10
And so
o'clock.
with regards to the layout,
10 o'clock. Yeah.
Sorry,
Go for it.
just with regards to the layout, so it's 2 questions. I just want to know, do we do an intro and then a conclusion for
each question, each main
or is it
question.
one conclusion for each question?
No,
Yeah.
so do question 1 because it doesn't logically fit together to do that.
Yeah.
So do question 1, intro, conclusion. Question 2, intro, conclusion. Because the case studies are quite different. Right, anything else from anyone? As I don't think we're going to have much drama. Please, and I hate telling people this, but I've encountered it again today with somebody from another, even though it's, sorry, my dog's arguing on the floor here. I've encountered this now again from somebody in the part-time space. Basically, have just used ChatGPT to, basically have used ChatGPT to do the 3rd assignment, that task 3 for research. It's very apparent that ChatGPT is used. Please don't do it for this. I get really irritated. Please do not use paraphrasing tools because I will know if you've used a paraphrasing tool. It is bloody obvious when you do that. Honestly, we are so attuned to it, and what I'll do is anything that looks like it's been developed, that it has been developed by a bot, I'm giving 0 for. I'll literally will put a line through it, and then the consequences will be your own. I am trusting that no one's going to be silly to do that. I really am trusting people. Sorry, I'm busy uploading onto the group, so I've got stuff on in the background. Okay. 2 intros and 2 conclusions, Whitney. Yeah. Are you now being Yvonne, Whitney?